What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're in the LI. Just like we said before, we're finally here. This is our first. No, this is not our first. This is the second podcast. The one we did was the nurse.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
nurse
yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
again, I apologize. We're just playing basketball and we're all sweaty. But today is a more relaxed. It's just Friday, right?
Yeah.
This Friday, we're here at Al Lagoon in Cinco here, right? Cinco, Conga Town. Conga Town back road. So we're just going to talk about a few things. 2023. Last year we made a few videos about businesses, top 5, top 10 businesses to start. This time I want to do a little different. I want to do businesses that will survive
In the next 10 to 15 or 20 years.
20 years.
And then,
yep,
businesses that we believe that won't
survive.
Won't survive.
Man, 2023. This is a new version. Let's kick off. What do you think? Let's start with businesses that you think won't survive in the next 10 years.
Okay, in my humble opinion, I think the businesses that won't survive is a lot of these entertainment places. It's great now, but when development comes, you either have to upgrade your facility or you're gonna lose it. So I just think there's gonna be bigger and better things coming, and I don't think a lot of them is gonna be standing.
Not even, and that's true though. And the thing about it too, we've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we're just saying it. We've seen it. We've seen the changes. We've seen people hop from one place to the next. We've seen places open. And bro, even in the great America,
it happens all the time.
This thing happens all the time. So Africa is no different. Especially we Liberians love new things.
Yeah.
And even if you keep your business to last that 10 years, like, your profit margin is going to be
slimmer because
you're gonna have to
uphill
battle.
Yeah, up is a strong uphill battle to compete with bigger brands or someone that's seen what everybody else is doing and come in and just start something completely new. And then you're gonna have to either upgrade your place or revamp because knowing Liberian people, they're gonna go to the next hottest or the better thing. So I just think entertainment business. What about you? What do you think?
Man. I mean, I agree with that, number one, because that was on the top of my list too, because we've seen it all the time, and the amount of effort you have to put in to keep that entertainment business going.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, we're not saying 100% it's not going to work though. You know, there are places where it'll work, but that's on the top list of things that I don't think will last that long. Another business that I think probably wouldn't last too long will be are the traditional renting.
Yeah,
properties, guest house. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're all tough. Doing guest house. Every Liberian person you talk to are doing a guest house. So I know this may be a little bit of a surprise to some of you guys, especially we're already saying more Liberians are coming back. So I mean, how is that though? Let's dig deep into that. More Liberians are coming back every year. So how is it that guest house is on this list?
Because I think, let's say you have somebody who's, let's say they're 30. Yeah. They start coming to Liberia. Within 10 years, they've made up their mind that they want to move to Liberia. So now they're 40. They're not going to need a guest house. And they're going to build homes. They're going to build their own houses. And again, it's the same thing with the entertainment place.
Well, here's the thing, though. Wouldn't new generation of Liberians be coming up that will stay in that guest house? Because in 10 years, that 40-year will build, but...
No, because that new generation of Liberians, they already have people that's here. And they're not, there's going to be no more new Liberians coming here saying, oh, I want to rent. If I have my child, at my age, if I have my child gets to a certain age, she's going to take over all of my properties. So, and then the local people are not going to be, so the only people who's going to be using a guest house are going to be people who are non-Liberians. So tourists, and then with them, you know, there's certain standards that they're going to accept. And, you know, us Liberians will go to us anywhere pretty much because that's our people, but other people who are not Liberians, they're setting standards.
Here's the thing though, because here's the thing, right? Okay, the people coming to Liberia are only going to increase, right?
Yeah.
New non-Liberians are discovering Liberia every day. They're coming. So what we're saying, we're not saying lodging, like the industry of hospitality and lodging is going to go. We're saying the traditional guest house that we're doing now.
Yeah.
In 10 years from now, those guest houses, especially people are building now, not with modern,
thoughts,
mindset things. They're still building the old type of way, the old style looking Liberian house and things like that, with the basic amenities and not thinking future forward, not building smart homes and stuff. Those new generations in 5 to 10 years of non-Liberians who are coming, they're not gonna want that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have certain standards
right.
that they're gonna want. And again, it's the same thing with the entertainment business. You're gonna have to break down your whole facility and revamp it, and it's gonna cost you a lot of money. And if you're not making profit now, where are you gonna get that money? You already put all your money into what you have now.
Right.
So it's the guest house is another one that's that won't be around. At least not a lot of them.
Yeah, not a lot of them, or not profitable in a way where you're like,
15 years.
Right, we are doing this. Let's talk about a few businesses that right now that is hot. This is a list of 2023. If you get into these businesses now, the chances of your return will be greater based on what we've seen, based on research, and just being here and stuff like that. What's your number one?
Real estate.
Real estate.
Yeah.
That's the same in all over the world. But guest house is real estate.
No. I'm talking about owning a home. So you're building and you're selling homes. I think it's time for Liberia. I think it's Liberia's time for that now.
Right.
Other countries are doing it, neighboring countries, and it's Liberia's time now. So I think that's going to be the next hottest thing. People are going to try to buy the best homes they can buy here, and some people are going to try to buy multiple homes here.
Right.
And I think more people are going to go into building and selling, and that also develops the country. Because if you build your guest house, you keep it for 10 years,
and
that's the only thing. That's the only property
manage
you
one
build.
or two of them. That's it.
But if you're building and moving, and selling, building, selling, and moving, you're developing Liberia. So I think that's going to be the next thing. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be a wave.
Because that makes sense. The housing market in Liberia, though, it's almost non-existent. Like to buy a house, to either go to an agent or a site or somewhere where you can say, okay, what are the available homes in Liberia I want to buy?
Yeah, definitely.
Every Liberian is white to building. And we're seeing a lot of unfinished buildings everywhere because most Liberians who are building don't live here.
Yeah.
And then if they get screwed over,
they're just going to quit
and
give up.
You know what I mean? So I think real estate is any part of the world. It's almost number one. It's in the top 3 ways of,
I think it's number 2. I think being owning your own business, just being an entrepreneur, real estate is
number 2. So I definitely think that. And again, we're talking about real estate in the sense of not building apartments or renting stuff, mainly homes, developer. Owning your home, building a home, selling it, or you're being a developer, building for people and things like that, especially modern homes. We're seeing that's going to catch pretty quickly. And then, I definitely agree with that, man. Let's see, what else? 2023.
You said industry. We're talking about industry.
Yeah, industry or type of business.
I think some form of online education. Some form of online education.
How is that? I don't know.
Just think, like I always say, right?
Bro, this is Liberia, though.
No, I get what you're saying. It's Liberia, but listen, if people can, let's say someone put a school together that they educate them in IT or something and help them find jobs outside of the country. That's a booming industry.
But this is Liberia, though. I agree with that, but I don't know, because first, all of that tied to access to internet and electricity.
Yeah, but the way I think the internet and stuff is going to improve. We talked about this on one of our podcasts. I just think the internet has to improve. They have new satellite internet that's coming. I think what was it? Nigeria just signed with Starlink, signed a contract with Starlink for the satellite internet. So, if our leaders use their brain, we can have that. I think that's a good industry.
It's really good idea, but I don't know. I don't think it can be part of the top now.
Okay. What do you think?
We've talked about this construction.
Oh yeah, but construction falls into development.
But we haven't mentioned development.
But selling homes is development. If I'm building it, I gotta have some form of construction.
Yeah, it's tied to that.
Yeah, so it's not.
People.
But it's still construction. It's still the same.
I'll say in Liberia, real estate 1, construction 2.
Yeah,
because it goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. That's because infrastructure is what Liberia needs the most. So, those 2 things, if you're looking to make some money, you need to get into
2023 right now. And before we move to the next one, let's just talk about the rate at which people are building, bro.
In Liberia? Oh, it's rapid.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's rapid.
What we've seen every time we come, places we've been to, even like your side, your land, your area.
Yeah, over there. Oh yeah, what I get? So I bought that place 2017, and look at it now. So it's just they're building rapidly. It's happening, but again, it's just some of the quality of building.
Right.
We're looking at it.
That's another topic, bro.
That's another topic for another day. But they're building, so it's a plus.
But I think we should touch on that a little bit, because the last time I said this, and a few people were like, "Oh, Liberian people, not all of us, but like when you try to introduce change, which that's a whole different podcast we'll talk about.
We need to talk about
We'll talk about it today, in fact.
Yeah, we need to.
But when you try to introduce change, and especially if you're not like a local Liberian, it's met with some sort of resistance.
Definitely.
Right away. People think, oh, you're bringing this idea, you think you're better than them, and this and this. But before we go deep into that, let's talk about the housing, like you said, how people are building now, man. What do you got to say about that, man? How people are building now?
I don't know. I just think that they're using the same kind of a construction person or developer or whatever. The same idea, the same model of home. And I just think Liberian people are doing this thing lazy when it comes to building their home. I think they're just trusting people here, and they're just saying, "Oh, make me a plan," and they'll just send them a plan. Oh, I like this. Let me just get it done. This and that and the third. I don't think they're looking at it like, I want a home that is unique. I want a home that's different. Let me get a real architect in here to see if they can design me something different. For that though,
I think it's mainly the older folks. I think younger Liberians now, bro.
Oh yeah, they're doing it.
They're especially if you're on the internet.
Yeah.
Social media. People they're seeing that, man. They're wanting unique stuff.
But the older people, the people who are passionate about Liberia.
You're right.
Like you have younger people. They'd rather go somewhere else. They'll go to Ghana, Nigeria, one of those other places.
They're still vacationing.
And they can just buy a house.
Right.
So they're not worried about people. Oh, hey, let me build this house. Right. Most of them just go there and just buy a home. They'll just look at one and just buy it, because there's a lot of developers out there. So, and that's it. That's what needs to come to Liberia. We need to have more developers to build modern homes that will get our youth to come back. And then they will indirectly invest into the country. So
yeah, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Top 3. So we mentioned 2 as far as businesses 2023 that will survive and even going forward. The other one we saw recently, I've mentioned this before in a separate video, but that's cold storage. And even when we're going to our land, I mean, cold storage, there's a shortage. That's something that is an initial investment, but then you're just gonna keep making your money back. There's not too much of an I don't know in depth. Like how it works, but I know that you will make your money back. Yeah. Because the market women, people who sell in the market, people who take goods.
That's all day.
That's all day. They come in the morning to buy goods from you. That's just how they.
And you can hit different counties.
Different counties. That's the thing.
So imagine if you had 3 of it going. You're in 3 different counties and you're making money. So that's an excellent business idea.
That's for sure, man.
So that'll definitely survive. Yeah. All the restaurants need meat.
Everybody.
You can deliver to restaurant stores, grocery stores. It's just,
it's different.
It's a beautiful. People eat every day.
Right.
Just like people need a house to stay in.
And new upscale restaurants are coming.
Yeah.
People need reliable, food,
better
consistent,
food,
reliable.
Consistent, yeah.
Yeah. So that's something too.
Yeah. So those are the 3, man. I think besides the infrastructure, roads, and all of that stuff, which needs to happen. But we're talking about if you're just an individual person and you want to go into some kind of business, it was a great business idea. We need more of it. We need more people doing it.
If somebody is moving from abroad to Liberia and not starting like a big company, and maybe they're an entrepreneur, a contractor, what field would you think, like what skill do you think if they come here now, they will make it? Like they'll make it and excel?
If they were just moving from abroad?
From abroad, coming here, what kind of skills do you think, like personally for me, like anything, again, title construction, anything, like maybe you were really great at interior designing, or you're really great at some kind of wall design or landscaping.
Landscaping.
You know what I mean? Things like that, ironwork, all of that stuff, if you have those skills.
I think just being able to structure your business set so it'll look professional. So it would be professional, having an office space, having a number somebody can call, I just think if you come from abroad, that should be your focus is like good customer service. Because I'm telling you this, the customer service in Liberia
It's on a different
is
level.
the worst I've ever experienced in my whole entire life. You'll be paying the people to
don't even try to change it.
No.
I mean, we should. What I'm just saying is like
you need 100,000 people to tell you.
If you try to change it, man, they look at you like, and it's immediately start to look at you like,
yeah, like what's wrong with this guy?
Right.
They'll start laughing at you. They laugh at me all the time when I try to tell them stuff. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
But
it has to change though.
Yeah, definitely has to change. Yeah. But yeah, besides that, business structure, like you said, the construction, being great with your hands and being able to even help people to put these buildings down the right way and stuff like that. Yeah, this is what's the lady said. She's like, some lady built her house. I was just talking to the lady the other day. She built her house, and I think in a year, the whole house just collapsed.
Just a lot of tilting, or you know what I mean?
It's tilting.
Like people cut cords.
Stairs there was the guy said that the stairs was long. On the top, there was one stairs that just give up.
You're climbing the stairs, and then one is just long
because they,
Can you imagine?
measure it right
you can see that way because when you're climbing down the stairs, your brain already measuring, each distance you're coming down, and then that will just throw you off.
Yeah,
that's a hazard. Yeah. But let's talk about a little bit about the mindset. 2023, today, the mindset of Liberian, has it changed? From the last time, or I don't know, man. What do you think? I mean, we can't speak for everybody, but just from experience, personal experience. You may have a different experience, but us personally.
I just think that we just need to be exposed to the world because it's basic things that you'll tell somebody like, hey, we should try it this way.
Right.
And then they'll always say, this is the way we do it in Liberia. So it's just like, there's no other way. Like once they learn something, that's what they're gonna do forever. Right. So they're not open-minded to anything else. So even if what I'm saying is wrong, like we should try this, and it fails. Right. But the fact that we tried it is that we're trying different things.
You can learn from failure. You can discover something new.
They're not willing to do that. They're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and that's why the place looks just like this.
Right. Yeah. That's for sure.
It's difficult for us. We just need to get them on the right mindset to try new things and experience new things. So
definitely, man. But there it is. We just wanted to chop it up with you guys a little bit. More videos coming. Today is just talking about mindset, businesses that might fail, might succeed. 2023, this is the update.
And the weather is beautiful.
The weather is beautiful out here.
Definitely.
Smoking cigars. Why wouldn't you want this, man? Visit Liberia. If you haven't been, if you're new, African American, anywhere in the world, Caucasian, Asian, wherever you are, consider Liberia a spot to visit. Come check it out. Hit us up. Send us an email. Comment below, and let's see, how we can make this happen, man.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, sir.
All right. You walking inside? What's up, man?